Well, I came to the school in 1939. It was a small school at that time. It had only been started in 1932, and I think at that time there were 17 students. Mrs. Clarke was the first professional woman I ever knew. She wasn't like my mother or my mother's friends. She was just so different.
At the time I was here, 5 of the founders were actually hands-on involved in developing the school. Deep down, what they were showing us that women can do anything. They had started this school just 12 years earlier when I came. Always I felt we had someone telling us that we could do well and we could do better.
I'm very proud of my family because I have a daughter who came to York House and became the head girl, and after she graduated she became she is past chair of the foundation at York House. And that now I have 2 grandchildren, Megan, who graduated in 2015, and Claire, who graduated in 2017. So we've left quite, I feel perhaps I left a legacy here at the school.
After graduation, we had women who became great mothers. We had nurses and doctors. We had a veterinarian. We had people in real estate, in business executives. We had a wide range of what happened to my classmates. But all in all, we were privileged to be together and inspire each other. When I became chair of the Board of Governors, it was very much in my mind that I was the first alumna to chair the board. There had been a woman chair before me, which was wonderful, and that was helpful too. But it's very important that alumna be involved in the school and have their opportunities to leave the school, go away, do their education, their professional life, and so forth, and come back and give back to the school.
My grandmother, Virginia Moore, was the founder of the school, and my mother felt that it was really, really important that I attend. She was ahead of her time and a very modern woman, and felt that girls' education was so important, and I think that's one of the main reasons why they started the school in the first place.
My dad's sister, Corinth Eckman, went to York House. She started at York House in 1932 and graduated with the first graduating class in 1935. So there was a nice story about my daughter, Nicole. She graduated in 2014. And one evening, there was a new parents' evening, and she was asked to be one of the students who modeled uniform throughout the year. And Nicole put on this uniform, she did the modeling. At the end of the evening, she took off the blazer, and lo and behold, inside is the name tag, Corinth Eckman. So she'd worn her great aunt's blazer, so that's very exciting, and I understand that the blazer is still in the archives at the school.
If the founders were here today at York House, I think they would be incredibly proud. They'd be pumping the air at all the change and development and the encouragement for moving forward and for progress. York House has always been a progressive school. The most important lesson that I learned as a Yorkie was do not give up. Things do not always work the way you want it to. There are always many doors that are opened and many doors that are closed, and you will find a pathway, but do not give up. And York House encourages that on so many levels.
The York House network is a network that is always there for you, and to have that kind of sense of sisterhood with people who are older than you and younger than you, no matter where you travel, is very rare. You can show up in any city, and if you have a contact with a Yorkie, even if it's a friend of a friend or your mom's old friend or a teacher that connected you with somebody, you have a common ground that you can start from and build on. And if you are, looking for professional assistance or educational assistance, the network will never let you down.
For ourselves alone is something that sort of was ingrained in us throughout our tenure here, and definitely it made me think outside of myself.
To me, it also meant that you are actually not alone and that we are a community and there's always someone there to help you if you need it and that we can lean on each other.
The biggest thing that York House taught me really was how to be a friend and how to be part of a bigger community. I was really involved during my time at York House, and that's what made my experience, I think, so unique and special. And I mean, I always tell people now, I feel like in high school especially, I spent more time at York House than I did even at home with my family. My friends, my teachers, all the staff at the school, they became my family. I know everybody says it, but you really do sort of gain 60 sisters for the rest of your life.
I look back and think of these 7 women in 1932 who got together and started York House. There was always a message that we were, as young women, capable of going on and having careers, having opportunities were out there, and it was up to us to choose what we wanted to do. And when I go to graduation and listen to what the young women are doing in their future years, I'm so proud and think back how lucky we are to be at York House.